Well, in this video right here, what I want to talk about is the technology just built into this board called Chess Vision. Now, what is Chess Vision? You know, what makes it special? And that's what we're going to talk about here. So now what I want to say is that, when, newcomers to a niche market come into play like Chessnut did, they've only been here about 2 years. And so this board here is their third offering. And each time they come with a board from the beginning with the Chessnut Aart to the Chessnut Pro, things get better and better. So here, not only are they just trying to make a new board where you can play chess online, play over the board chess, they really want to give you something to engross you into this, session while you're sitting down. So everything is here at your fingertips. If you think about it, there's going to be no distractions, with everything built into the board. And it also offer a very unique way for you to interact with this Chess Vision. Now, Chess Vision, what it does is that it actually is a piece of technology. And by the way, I'm going to backtrack for a second. They're able really to do this because they have an NPU in this board. It's not a typical CPU in this board that's in most computers out here. This is a neural processing unit in this board. Now, what it's able to do is basically give you full access to any chess website that they have available here. So I'm going to use today Lichess for the example and tell you some things about how it works. Now, basically, again, I'm gonna just repeat myself here a little bit. It sort of maps the website with, software, and can then allow you to interact. It then also, let me say that it interfaces the chessboard with that website without the need for an API, this sort of algorithmic one-to-one. Basically, the algorithm, between the APIs looking for a pawn to move, and then pawn moves, it accepts. But in the case of the NPU with Chess Vision, basically what it does, it maps that board and it's able to translate that board into something that then can be told to the board itself. Then once you do an input on the board, it's able to also translate that and put it back onto the board in a very timely fashion. So therefore, basically you have no restrictions. So the biggest thing that I think that Chessnut did by making Chess Vision, one thing, it may not be apparent, is that because they made the Chess Vision, they don't have to make any lessons or any puzzles themselves. And why is that good? Well, a lot of times when companies try to take on too much arduous tasks, they can make certain things that might be sort of half-baked. And in this case, they're allowing you to be able to use existing training material, existing learning material, and existing puzzles that are fantastic, that are already available. So therefore, you're not really relying on Chessnut to make these puzzles at their pace. You're just relying on having that interface to be able to tap into a great set of software and features that's already, say, on Lichess. And that's going to be the example for today. With that being said, I did find out something that I did not know at first. Now, the implications of what that is could turn out to be something incredibly powerful, and it's all made possible by Chess Vision. So enough talking. Let's get right, and I'm going to show you some examples. And one last thing before I jump into it is that I did touch on this in my last video, how this works, but I didn't specifically call out Chess Vision and go into more detail about it. So, all right, we're just going to go ahead into the software here. I was checking for updates here. Let's go into Learn, for example. All right, we're going to go to lichess.com. And we are going to, let's just go, I was looking at this one here called Capture. Let's go back to Capture. This is only made possible by Chess Vision. To have an API for stuff like this would take my guess would be a very technical undertaking. Chess Vision can say, look at Lichess's website and see this. Translate this into something without a need for an API so you can see it on the board. But watch this. That was in the Learn section. I just want to show you, if you go to the full website, go right here to online match, go to Lichess. We're going to go through the whole thing. Go up here to the menu in the top left and go to, where is it at? Go to learn. Let me see. I can't remember. Where is that at? It's somewhere here. Or study. No, not study. Practice. Let's see here. Give me a second. I'm just reading what I got here. I believe it might be under, not practice. I believe it might be under chess basics. Let's see that. Here we go. See, you go back to that, you see the exact same screen. So basically, with a normal chessboard, you can't just go with a normal e-chess board. You can't just go to Lichess's website, pick out any sort of function, and be able to interact with it with your board. So in this case, let's go to capture again. But this time I just went back, I backtracked and showed you through the actual Lichess website. So basically the learn feature in this board is just a shortcut to that. So let's just go ahead and take this stuff off the board. And I want to just demonstrate how this works. And then we're going to demonstrate a puzzle. And then we're going to show you the little, what I think is a little discovery. And there's, again, I can't say how powerful it's going to be, but I can assure you that once this board get out into the wild and you start letting the public have this, this could turn into something big time. All right, so in this case, it's saying don't capture with the queen because of the red arrow because, well, you give up the queen for nothing. It says take with the green arrow, take the rook first. So let's take the rook first. If we take, and you see how, and all along that, you see how fast the piece moves. This time, ChessBase actually has done a firmware update to update several things in the board, which that will be my next video, the firmware update and all the features. But anyway, so now if I need to capture another piece, I just go take the pawn and voila, that is a lesson complete with a perfect. How about that? And then it just prompts you right to the next one. All right, so with that said, that's the real demonstration. This is the power of this board. You cannot do this with any other e-chess board. This is made possible by this neural networking unit because, for example, if new things are added to the puzzle, to the learn, or any other feature that requires a chessboard on Lichess, it doesn't need an API or something specific to tell your board what it is. This NPU with Chess Vision is able to basically map it out, translate it to something that it can interface with the chessboard, and then you can go back and forth with inputs. All right, so let's do a quick puzzle. Let's go back here. We're just gonna, and I'm gonna go through the long way just to show you. Go to online match, go through the actual website so you can see. All right, go back here. Let's go to where the puzzle's at. Let's go to puzzles. All right, this here is a puzzle, as everybody knows. I'm actually pretty excited about this feature that I'm going to show you here in the end because it is. When I tested it out, it came to me as I was really going over what to say in this video, and it. Turns out that this could be incredibly powerful. And again, I can't say it enough because I can't wait to get to it. But anyway, I have to go through everything here just to show everybody what's going on here with the Chess Vision, because not everybody has seen everything yet with this. On my videos, you might be new to chess. You might even be new to e-boards or anything. So we want to make sure we have something here for everybody. All right, we're almost finished here. Taking my little time. I'm trying to match up my pieces and make sure everything is good. Good. Okay, bishop here, queen here, and rook here. All right, so it is white to move. What does white do here? This is, this is simple. You just win, I think you take, queen takes bishop and you get two pieces for the rook is what I think. Is that right? Check, check. You could do that. I think this is the move here. Yeah, that's the move. Takes, and then knight here with a check. King moves, and now basically you win 2 pieces for because the best move that black can do, if he retreat his knight, then he's just down a piece, and if he takes the rook, then basically you take back and you have 2 pieces for the rook and no pawns down. So that was that. So again, the puzzles, I have not seen this yet been interactive with any other chessboard. Now maybe Chessnut had this on some of their other board. I'm not entirely for sure about that. But let's get right to the big thing. This is what I want to show you. So all right, so before we get to the big thing, I need to set up all the pieces first. And again, if you're standing up, please sit down. This might blow you away. I'm just making this dramatic. It's not really gonna blow you away, but I think you, at the very least, you will find this quite interesting. All right. And by the way, just give me a little, bear with me. Just you will see much more videos from me coming soon. It's just, you know, things happen. You know, the good things. All right, so now let's go back to this. Now, if you go back to online, again, I like going through the website so you can see that it's not like some trick here. It's actual Lichess website here. If you go down to study. Now, if you don't know what a study is something that you can create yourself. There's probably some stuff here you can see at the bottom in blue. Say if I created a study, uploaded it and put annotations to it and things like that, you could some kind of way, I'm assuming, share that study with another person. They can add it to their studies, or you can make your own study somehow. But again, the possibilities of what I'm about to show you with this is endless. Now, what else would be cool with this board? And this is just on the wish list here. I wish it was a way you can plug a keyboard into this unit and be able to type. And you'll see why right now in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna go to a study that I had. I'm gonna go here to my study. It's really a game this is more or less a test here. So I go to study. Now, as you can see, the game pops up, okay? And you see all the moves and things like that. If I play D4, for example, it'll go, let me see here, it'll go through the moves. Well, not really, not yet, because the moves on the board. Hold on, let me reset what I'm saying here. But if I just make any move, let's just say I'm gonna go A4, for example. Let me see it. So for some reason it's not taking it here. Let me see, why is that happening here? Oh, something here with this knight here. I don't know why. That's what the deal is. Oh, that's why. This game was a handicap game here. You see that the knight was missing. That is totally my fault. All right, so now we play D4, for example. You can see you can play through the game. But say if I just want to make my own line to add to this right here, say, oh, I think he should have played like A4, for example. Hold on, let me see if I can get him to go back here. Let me do a take back here. I guess I'll start back here. Yeah, here we go. If I go A4 here, if you look at the annotation, it actually adds it to the annotation. I'm gonna just make a stupid line here that's not gonna make any sense. And it's just for illustration purposes to show you that the Chess Vision literally allows you to tap in basically any chessboard that is on Lichess. And this here's a study. Now, and say if you wanted to just sit down, analyze a game right here on this board on your own study, and also if it was a possibility to plug a keyboard right here into the USB port and type so you can annotate stuff and then share your study with somebody. That, I mean, again, like I said, I'm just making an example here. This could really get out of control here. In other words, this could be so awesome. I mean, there ain't no telling what you can do. So in other words, again, basically any chessboard that's on lichess.com, you can interact with it with this board. And well, as you can see, based on us adding a sample line to a study, that the possibilities are endless.